Hello everybody and welcome to the first stream we've done with this game. It's Art Academy for the Nintendo DS and it's kind of neat, might be fun and worth checking out to see if like possibly we can become a better artist by using it. And we're checking out. Whoops. I gotta position everything in a weird way because I won't be able to see chat while I'm playing this too well. I gotta have my phone and iPad ready so I can read stuff. But we can go ahead and just kind of start with the first lesson, which I don't think I've played much of this game. I've played a lot of the Art Academy on the 3DS. We'll go ahead and get started. Start a new lesson. Simple pencil drawing providing an introduction to the Art Academy course. Okay. Jesus. Need to do my English coach on stream, because I apparently suck really bad at English. Hello, welcome to Art Academy, the portable art course that anyone can join. My name is Vince. I'm going to be your tutor as we explore the magic of visual arts, okay? If you ever want to reread something I've said, just use the rewind button, okay? You probably want to start trying things out right away. That's exactly what's going to happen. All learning is through doing in Art Academy. Yes, that is right. You can watch a million videos on YouTube of people teaching you how to draw a fucking head from one angle, but you won't get better until you actually start doing, you know. Stage 1 of 3, line drawing. Let's continue. In stage 1, I'll introduce some of Art Academy's tools with a simple line drawing. Art Academy works a lot like this portable artist box easel, okay? Use the stylus to draw and paint on the lower screen. The whole screen is your canvas, yes. Oh no, he's drawing for me. That would be cool to have like a little stylist on screen that you guys could visually see me drawing things, but I don't think that's possible. Alright, you can use your stylus to draw and paint on the lower screen. Yep. At the top of the screen is a row of buttons that act like your tool drawer. Alright. We'll be introducing these gradually over the course of the lessons. To start off, I've given you a pencil. Let's first try drawing a circle like this, okay? Oh god, that's a lot of lines, buddy. Okay, well this is just a sketch, so I guess it's fine for him to do it this way. But from what I've heard, you know, people prefer you to just do a circle in one big old swoop. Did you notice how I drew the line? I get a bolder result using overlapping strokes, yes. Before you begin, you need to know a little bit about how Art Academy works. While you're drawing, the toolbar will hide itself for a while to give you room. Tap the arrow button to bring it back. Tab will move away. If you want to see the whole canvas, you can hide the tab by pressing the X button. Press the X button again will bring the toolbox back. When you're finished drawing, just tap the Vince button and select Continue Lesson. Ready to try drawing a circle like mine? I'll see you in a while. Okay. Can I... No, that's not good. Uh, Vince's image, yeah. Can I clear this? I wanna give it one more shot. All right, continue. I think that's a pretty good circle, to me at least. All right, we'll tap Vince. Continue lesson. Welcome back. Did drawing with the pencil feel like the real thing? Kinda. The paint and pencil in this game works like those in real life. In just a few lessons, you'll be producing wonderful artworks like these. Skills you learn here will be real skills you can apply with real materials. Now I'm going to make one tiny extra mark, but it's a significant one. Okay. You do have game audio, right? Yep, okay, cool. Let me make sure Discord's chill. I was hoping some people would watch this, but it's only been 6 minutes, so it's fine. It's fine, don't panic. Wish I could make the little top screen bigger so that you guys could see it, but then like the drawing itself would be pretty small. I don't know what to do about that. It is very pixelated. Let me see if there's anything I can do about that. Just chatting. Configure. No, that's not what we want. Video. Okay, what if we just did software? It looks about the same. Yeah, there's nothing I can do to make it look way better. Yeah, there's no settings for it. Shame. It's a shame. Alright, go back to the gameplay. Hopefully this won't be too bothersome for people. Alright, now I'm going to make one tiny extra mark, but it's a significant one. Okay. Alright, he's gonna draw an apple. Wow. Hey, it's an apple. What a difference one single mark can make. Before you try it, I'd just like to show you a very useful Art Academy feature. It's called the reminder screen. You can activate it by pressing the start or tapping the question button. Sometimes you might forget what your instructions are and want to take a break. Or take a break. No problem, the reminder screen will always be there for you, yes. This button will also open the pause menu and let you see other things like continuing or saving, yeah. What is going on outside? Okay. Okay. Again, what is going on outside? Alright, how does that look? It doesn't look terrible, I guess. I'm painting the house? What is going on? Okay, alright. I guess we're good to go. Continue the lesson. We completed a simple line drawing of an apple. You can continue with the lesson now or save it and finish it later. I will continue. Step 2. We'll look at the pencils and try some shading. Pencils are our most basic tool. Sorry about that, had to check something. Pencils are our most basic tools. The simple act of drawing underpins all visual art. In Art Academy, we have 3 grades of pencils. 2H is hard, 2B is softer, and 2B, or HB is softer, 2B is softest. Okay. Looks like we're gonna want a 2B to do some shading, right? A harder pencil gives a lighter, fainter mark, while using the HB so far. Okay, There are also 2 ways you can use each pencil: point or flat. Okay, so we can switch between those 2 options. Neat. There are also 2 ways you can use pencils. Yeah, point and flat. Point gives you thin, tidy lines. Flat gives you a thicker, softer line. Lastly, there's an eraser as well. There are 2 options for that as well. You can use the flat ends. Okay, we're back again. Alright, once again, had to check something. Or you can use the edge to lighten marks and make small corrections. Okay. Keep the HB pencil, but switch to flat. Okay. God, his drawing is so crunchy and pixelated. Whenever we pick tools like this, I'll highlight what you need to do so you don't forget. Every time I come back, I'm like, oh no, mine's not that great of a circle. So I would say, you know, not every apple is a perfect circle. Okay, continue lesson. Great, with this we're going to make our apple look like a solid object using shading. I want to talk more about shade. Coming up in a moment is an expanded text section. I'll use expanded text when I want to explain a concept more fully. I find it all very interesting, but you don't have to read it if you don't want to. You can press the skip button. Yeah, I'm gonna probably just skip that. Picking tools if you want. Here we go. Time to talk a little bit about light and shade. Look at what happens when I shine a light on this ball. See how the object is lighter where the light hits, with a rounder shadow on one side. If we use a shadow like that to one side of our apple, we can create an illusion Illusion that our flat drawing is a solid object. Yeah, you can make it look third dimensional. All right. He's gonna add in some shading to it. It's kind of rough with it. Definitely gives the illusion of depth. Now we're going to use a flat. Yeah. Now it's your turn. Just imagine light is hitting the right side of the apple. Okay, I can do that. Oh god, every time I come back, I'm like, oh no. Oh no, that circle's not great. Now is it? Give it a little bit more darker shadow towards the edge and kind of come in a little bit more. Give it a little bit better of a shadow. Not Shadow the Hedgehog, but you know. Alright, that is good enough. For me, I guess. I wish I could make it a little bit softer. Maybe we could use the eraser tool and do something like that, perhaps. Kind of make it a little bit softer, like almost a gradient. If we go back, I think it was, what, 2H was what we were using, or were we using HB? Anyway, go ahead, continue the lesson. So it took you, what, 14 minutes to win this stream? Wait, what? What do you mean by winning? Oh, for Yu-Gi-Oh! Well, this is a art stream. I'm confused. I wonder if this game can teach you how to draw a circle better than SpongeBob could. Maybe. Maybe. You can continue with the lesson now or save it for later. Yeah, we'll go ahead and continue it. Yeah, I was playing a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh! Before the stream, so I decided to take it easy today, do some art, because I thought we could all just chillax. Oh, no. No, the Yu-Gi-Oh! Thing I was telling you about, those that was recorded. No one's gonna see that footage until like Wednesday of each week. Anyway, for stage 3, we have a little more shading to do. And if you at home want to play along, you could pull out a piece of paper or something. So far, we've just drawn a circle the best you can. And then we've put a stem on it, so we're kind of making an apple. And we've added shading to the left side of the circle. So that's all you've missed if you just jumped in and you want to play along. It's amazing the way shading makes a drawing look solid. But at the moment, it seems to be floating in space. That's true. Let's create an environment for our apple. We don't need to draw a whole world. All we need to do is sketch in a shadow so it appears to be on solid ground. Yes. Since one side is lit, we know the shadow would be on the other side. Yeah, let me sketch a shadow. Yeah, I get it, guy. But yeah, he's gonna draw in a circle, or not circle, but a shadow. Shit, I can English, I swear. That looks good. Now the apple is on solid ground. Do you want to try? Fuck no. I hate this game. Alright. I kind of want to make... Go back to flat. I kind of want to make the this a little bit more defined. God. Now I'm doing like chicken scratch, I think is what people call it when you do a sketch like what the instructor told you to do. All right, that's good enough. It kind of makes it look a little bit more darker between the two. I'm okay with it, I guess. Continue lesson, yes. How did you do? You see, that's all we really need. Often simpler is better. One of the most important things to learn about drawing is what to leave out. I'm going to finish now by adding a patch of the background shade behind the apple. Okay. No, by adding a patch of... Okay, yes, But why? Can you see how adding a bit of background shade brings the apple forward in the picture? Yeah. But it's a lot of mid-tones, so your eye doesn't really focus on any point. I guess maybe the darkest part would be the circle you would focus on, but it's amazing the way you can fool the eye to see volume and depth in a flat drawing. Are you ready to try? This is the final step now, so feel free to do any touch-up while you can. Okay, yeah, I guess we can add in a little bit of background shade. And I wish there was like pressure sensitivity for this, because like I can't seem to get it to go on as light as what he's doing. God, looks terrible. All right. Yep, let's finish the lesson. All right. And that's it. And it's amazing what you can create by placing dark areas against light. The use and contrast of the use and contrast of light and shade is a core principle in art. You can see it in drawings, paintings, graphic design, theater, film, everywhere with squiggly text. There's one more thing to show you before I forget. Now that you've created your artwork, it would be a shame to lose it. Yeah, it'd be a shame if I just deleted your save progress. I would hate that. Not to worry, there's always a way to both preserve your work and save your progress. First, you can save your art in the gallery. I really don't want to save it in the gallery, but if you're gonna force my hand, we can do it your way. Alright. Okay, I can do that. Can I just skip you a little bit or something? Secondly, if you want to save your progress, save. Able to load your work later and continue right where you left off. In the next lesson, we'll be looking at paints. See you soon. No, you won't. I quit this game. I hate it. Alright, saving game data. Or data. You want to be fancy. Alright, lessons complete. Okay, back to image. Or next. I guess we could do next. You want to save your image to the gallery before you continue. Alright, you know what? Yeah, let's go back to image and actually save it. So that we have a something to go back to and be like, oh, okay. This is what we were doing at the beginning of this game. Select a frame for your painting. We can actually put a little border around it. Yes. Make it more official. Hang up my first drawing with this art program. Oh boy. Alright. Frame it, put it on the wall. Cherish it forever. Alright, we're gonna quit. We're gonna save. And I guess we can go to lessons now. Continue saved lessons or start a new lesson? Yeah, we can start lesson 2, simple painting lesson that introduces the Art Academy paint and brushes. Okay. I kind of just want to doodle a little bit to shake the rust off so that I can maybe do better in my art assignment. If anybody at home has a suggestion on maybe what I should just draw for this little warm-up, let me know. Or I might just start doodling whatever. You wouldn't want me to start doodling, would you? Alright, we're gonna grab our pencil. Need a point. Okay, dokie. What does this do? Oh, it cuts it up into little segments. Yeah, that can be useful for trying to keep things symmetrical. Rip. Alright, so it kind of makes it hard to tell where the screen ends and where it begins. Where does it begin? Okay, it's this line right there. Okay. Hey, let's erase that real quick. Oh god, that's such a small eraser. Can we just do a flat one? Yeah, that's better. Okay, alright. Maybe I'll draw a chat member. Oh, I am on the wrong tool. Can I just clear this real quick? Clear, yeah. Continue. We're on the point. Why did it do the very smooth? Anyway. Who even knows how to draw a pigeon anyway? You know? Okay, that's where it ends. And there you go. There you have it. We sketched out an okay-ish looking pigeon. Probably not very correct. I think got a little nose thing right there. I don't know. Don't know. They have like a neck thing. And we could try and shade it in to give it a little depth. Maybe it's getting hit from the back. So we would have shade on the front, or we could have it hitting it from the left side, the sun. So we could have a little bit of shading behind it and then under as well. Okay. I don't know how well this is actually looking on stream. I only have access to pencils and paints. So yeah, I don't really know how to paint on this. We'll do like a round brush. We start with a nice purple question mark. I mean, you're purple, so I gotta do it like that. Maybe some, can we add black to it? Can we combine these two together? Oh. Can I bring it back to purple? Oh god, I'm adding too much purple. Okay, alright, so we could add with a nice dark color. Maybe we'll grab a bigger round brush. Okay, this is going to turn out disastrous, won't it? Oh yeah, I forgot that the longer you paint, the more like paint actually goes off your brush, so you can get like a drier look to it. Just gonna block in the colors. Nobody panic. Nobody panic. Grab a little bit of this and add some yellow to it. That's a good beak color for sure. drawing audience members is hell, it seems. All right, I'm gonna take off the guidelines. I can see more of the monstrosity in which I'm drawing. We'll add some white to it to lighten it up. We can try and like block in the shape some. All right, that's okay, I guess. All right, and then we can put a little highlight line around the wings. Let's add a little bit of darkness back to it. Kind of try and do like a gradient. And I don't know if there's any way of like smoothing the colors together. Unless maybe you just grab like a completely wet brush, perhaps. I don't know how this works. What if we just put water on the brush, huh? Will that smooth things? I think it's smoothing things. Alright, got a little bit of a less defined line now. Also, I'm not that good at painting it, it seems. Alright, we'll get rid of that. Add back paint. How do their eyes even look? You know? Alright, you know what? We're gonna do a little bit of line art around it anyway. Why does it make you look so angry? Okay, you know what? That's gonna have to do. I probably should have done the background first. Add some of that, make like a little lime color because you got the green on the back. We're just gonna add in. Oops, I didn't actually want it to go that close. All right, it's detone the first. Yep, of course, it's you. Let's add some highlights, why don't we? You know what? Actually, kind of digging it. Kind of digging it. And we add a little highlight to the beak. Kind of helps make things look a little bit less horrifying. Then we could put a little more white spots over like some of the areas where the feathers would be. To kind of give the illusion that I know how to draw bird feathers. Okay, that might have been a little too much white. Don't you have like a bit of like a bluish feathers like around the neck area? Maybe add in some water to it, make it a little diluted. Right, maybe add that in around here. That's a little bit thicker than I was wanting. The green is for chroma key. Yeah, that's it. But it also looks good, you know? Looks good together. Alright, what if... Yeah, maybe I was supposed to do that instead. Let's see if we can... Oops, not that. Let's remove all of that and just try and like use the water to try and like smooth it out. I go to like a flat brush, something like that. Trying to smooth it out as best as I can, but not cooperating, or at least don't know how to do it. I could send you a photo for reference. Yeah, it's fine. I think this works enough. Maybe let's add a nice black outline around the circle. Okay, wait a minute. Get rid of the water. I have the paint back. And I know it's not a perfect circle. It's not. But it'll do the job. Alright. Thanks. Crazy what one lesson about drawing an apple with a pencil will do. Alright. About drawing an apple with a pencil. Anything else I want to do? I was wanting to like write D-tone the first on like the top area, but don't think I have the room. Unless maybe we write it in the... Unless we write it in the green area, but that might not look great. What if, okay, can we get rid of this off the screen so I don't see it? I don't remember what the button was. I think as soon as I start drawing, it'll... Yeah, that's not gonna work. Okay, well, we'll just leave it a black outline. We all know who this is. We all know. All right, good enough. All right, we're gonna save this. Save the gallery. What kind of picture frame we put this in? I think we put it in a golden picture frame. Only the best. Unless there's anything better. That one might be a better one. It's a little less Gucci, but it looks like something you could maybe see in a house. All right, you know, we'll save it as that. Perfect. Hang it up on the wall. Why don't we? All right. Now this is some fine quality gaming. Yes, Lithindor, I agree. This is great. Nice, wholesome time. I was thinking maybe every time we do a lesson, I come back to the free paint mode and then I'll draw somebody in the audience based on their profile picture, or at least I'll attempt to do it. That's the idea. And now we just save it? Question mark? All right, we're finished. All right, quit. Do you have one that looks like a bird cage? I don't think so. I don't think Art Academy was considering bird cages back in the day. Start a new lesson. Yes. Now he's gonna teach us how to paint, and we're gonna realize that I wasn't painting properly the whole time. All right, start the tutorial. God, once we get out of the tutorial area and into like more just learning how to paint cool things, that'll be fun. All right, hey, welcome back. Are you ready for another lesson? No. Let's splash some colors around this time. It's time to try the paints and brushes. First, the brushes. They can be found on the brush screen. Wow, go figure. I thought they would be found on the pencil screen. We have two types of brushes, round or flat, each in 3 different sizes. I feel ya, I get it. Do you guys know brushes exist? Dude. Each of the brushes make a different kind of mark. Now let's peek at the paint set. Okay. In the middle of the paint screen, we have a palette of different colors. Yeah, I actually do think the palette thing is kind of freaking cool. You can mix your colors and stuff. That's neat. Not a lot of art programs really have that. And you kind of have to do like a weird workaround to get it to actually work. All right, I've mixed some colors for you already, so so I haven't laid out the paint tubes for now. Do you feel like trying out some colors? Yes, let's do it. We're gonna learn how to paint the color blue, guys. In stage 1, we'll try a big brush and slap some color around. I'm gonna slap the shit out of the color. Nah, you're lying. Yeah. Not easy to fool, huh? To start, let's pick the large flat brush and some dark blue paint. Okay. Yeah. Is that the darkest blue you got? We can go darker. We can do better. Okay, boop. And boop. Booples. Alright, continue lesson. Blue doesn't exist. Yo, find me where in nature people say, or nature says that blue is blue. Come on, tell me where. Alright, flat brushes are best for painting broad strokes. The large one paints the broadest of all. Okay. Yes, we're doing some lines. I feel like we're gonna draw an ocean scene. Dude, what if we tried to draw some Bob Ross? Like, try to follow a Bob Ross tutorial, but using the Art Academy? That'd be kind of fun, but I feel like our stream would get shot. And by shot, I mean copyrighted. It looks almost like water. The sea, perhaps. Blue is traditionally regarded as a cool color. Colors like blue, green, and violet are commonly associated with cold things, like water, ice, or a cold, overcast day. Do you want to have a go at the painting? Yes. Try and paint some thick, wavy marks like mine. I mean, those are pretty straightforward. Okay. I might have done a little too straight of a line. We'll try to wave it out a little, right? Okay, that's the bottom of the screen. Okay, all right. Good enough. He didn't say to do all that, but I'm just gonna fill it in. He'll probably teach us how to like blend the colors together or something. All right, continue lesson. I'm going rogue right now. He can't tell me how to paint blue. Why does it look so pixelated now? God, jeez, man. Alright, now we have some wavy blue lines to represent the sea. Alright, we're gonna learn about the color red. Guys, what is the color red? Look at my Vtuber model and tell me what it is. Alright, in stage 2, we'll try out a smaller brush and different paint color. Let's try a medium round brush, and how about some red paint? How about I beat the shit out of you? Alright, grab this one. Alright. Round brushes are best for painting in bits of detail. They paint very different marks, thin and streaky. Let's try it out. Okay. Are we gonna have like a sunset on the sea, perhaps? Maybe. Okay. Or maybe this is a really weird American flag. Red marks look interesting. Maybe they can be the streaky clouds of a sunset. Maybe. In art, red is traditionally regarded as a warm color. Colors like red, yellow, and orange are commonly associated with warm things, like fire, lava, or a warm sunny day. Yeah. Warmth and coolness of colors are real effects. Yeah. They're very useful for artists to organize and think about colors they use. Yeah, I don't do that very often. The one common belief is that warm colors come forward in the painting, and that they tend to excite and stimulate the viewer. Ooh, you gonna get stimulated? Painting? That legal? Cool colors, on the other hand, appear to recede into the painting and will tend to calm and relax the viewer. What do you think? You want to try painting in the warm red streaks yourself now? Yes. Please, let me solo her, okay? I don't know if I'm doing this right, but it looks like it kind of makes it come in a little bit towards the bottom. Okay, yep, good enough. Continue lesson. Amazing. Stimulated, can you show that on Twitch? Can I show that on YouTube is the real question. Can I get away with it? Alright, well done. We now have some thin, streaky red clouds. Cloud strife. Alright. In stage 3, we'll finish off our painting with a splash of yellow. Since we have a sunset scene, why not try painting in a setting sun as well? Let's start by picking some yellow paint. I want my paint to be green so that the sun can look cool. Great. Let's grab that yellow. Okay. Oh, I thought we were gonna just let me do it, but that's good too. Now let's quickly paint the sun above the water. I'm ready. Fucking do it. Okay, that's not exactly where I was expecting the sun to be. I was expecting it to like be touching the water, to be sinking into the sea, as they would say. Wow, that's a really good circle. You're just really trying to show me up, aren't you? That's it. Now, before you try it, let me quickly introduce another Art Academy feature. If you need to review all the instructions for a step, not just the reminder screen, you can make use of the replay option under Vince's button. The replay step allows you to replay just the last part. Yeah. Are you ready to try painting? Yes. Please, let me do it. Let me solo the sun. The sun is a precarious father. Alright, we're gonna sketch out the circle. I think that's good enough. And we gotta try and add as much pigment onto the canvas as possible. Okay, That is good enough for me to try and round it out a little. Sure, that looks great. Terrific vents. Amazing. It looks like something your 4-year-old would bring home from preschool. And you would put it on the fridge and you would be happy. All right. Hello again. How did it go? There's one last thing I want you to do. I want you to take out your parents' credit card. Okay, so we're gonna add in some streaks. The sun's reflection on the sea. The final touch that makes our sunset work. Yes. And I wonder how many artists out there have gotten their start using Art Academy. I definitely would have been happy to have had it if God willing. Yeah, let's try to make that come out a little bit more. Okay, yeah, that's gonna have to do. All right, perfect. Amazing. Could I do it better normally? Not sure. I gotta go, but this is nice. All right, thank you for stopping by, D-Tone. Appreciate having you here. Have a good rest of your day. That's it. We'll be adding the finishing touches to our painting. I asked you to try blue and red and yellow colors in this lesson for a reason. In painting, red, blue, and yellow are traditionally known as primary colors. Painters found that these 3 colors could be mixed to almost any other color. From the idea of primary colors, they built a whole system for thinking about colors. I'll explain much more about. Yeah, I get it. I was in elementary school at one point in time. I know about the primaries and the secondary colors. All right, lesson 3 unlocked. We could draw a tree now. Yay. Okay. Now. Yeah, I don't know how I'm gonna draw. It's hard for me to see the profile picture for or your profile picture, Lithendor. But I'm gonna try it. Do you want to save your image to the gallery before you continue? Not really. No. Not really a big fan of how that sunset kind of turned out, you know. Alright, create a new image. Art Academy data is corrupted? What? Okay. Hopefully that didn't corrupt my save data. It'd be a shame. Okay. We got that. So we could try drawing the face. It's always difficult to. Is that glasses? I think it's glasses. Can't tell. Difficult to draw glasses. All right, we'll try and draw a circle for the head. Oh God. There's not a good like undo tool in this. So you kind of just have to just go with the flow. Oh, I didn't realize I was already at the bottom of the screen. Oh no. Oh no. All right, this is terrific. All right, sure. You can possibly find the full image on Google under Shun Rosaki. Try. All right. Aha. The image has been seen. Okay, yeah. All right. Yeah, maybe we undo. We just clear the whole screen. Continue. Kind of hard to tell where the bottom of the screen is sometimes. So it's right here, I think. So I'm just gonna leave this mark so that I can actually visually see. Is sister the one that plays the Luna lights? What is their relation? Are they having relations? Alright, trying to get a good picture to pop up I can use as a reference. Right. We'll just save the photos. Okay. Cool. Good enough. Okay. Let's not draw the head so big this time so we can maybe fit in a body. I could give it a shot. Acknowledging that it would look better if it was not on this program. I don't. I think the head might be a little too big for the body. Not a real good way to correct that without erasing everything. What, we could just make the body bigger. Okay, let's erase. And leave behind what was previously there so we can kind of still see it. Why is it doing smooth? Why is it smooth? What the frick? Why was it set to flat? What the frick? Oh, it just stays automatically on the bottom thing. It doesn't save that you had it on the pointy thing. The edge. Alright. Point. Okay, that's, I think, betterish size. He looks a little, maybe a little too buff though. Possibly. Did you make him not buff, maybe? Right, and then we'll figure out what we're gonna do for the clothes. I guess we'll just make him wear his normal outfit. Maybe we could erase real quick. Make it look like he has his dual disc out in front of him, perhaps. It looks, I think it looks good. Maybe, I don't know. Uh, right, we're gonna got his arm out just where his arm should be. What do their dual discs look like? I don't even know. It's just the sketch. Oh no. Oh no. Alright, let's try and erase some of the lines. Alright, you know what? Oh no. Alright. You know what? He's not gonna be doing much. Alright, face. I also wish I could, like, can I zoom? Oh, I can zoom. We can enhance. But I don't, no, I don't get to control where the zoom is. Unless, can I can move. We can zoom and enhance. Okay, maybe we go ahead and get them eyes in. Okay, got kind of big. Ooh, got kind of big eyes. Maybe let's erase a little. The eraser sucks. It's not good, dog. That eraser. All right. All right. You know what? It's fine. It's fine. Is it live? All right. The eye might be a little raised. Yeah. Yu-Gi-Oh style doesn't really use, like, draw the nostril at all. Okay, it's not erasing. Why is it not erasing? I'm erasing only the, like, flat version works, kinda. Alright. We might just leave it as a sketch. Because I might not know how to paint a human that well. I kind of want to bring that ear down some. We can erase it. Because usually the ear will, the bottom of the ear will kind of line up with where the nose is. Okay, good enough. So you probably won't even see the ear with his hairstyle being what it is. Don't need a nose and a dual. You're right. You don't need to smell what the rock is cooking. Okay. All right. We bring out a little line here. His hair spike thing just keeps going. All right. Let's have that come out a little, like it cover the cheek. There we go. That's a little better. All right, and then that bit of the bangs covers the eyebrow. Yeah, this really does look. What is it? We are doodling. We're doodling Lithandor's profile picture. The plan is I'm thinking about doing like sketches of people's like profile pictures or something in between lessons. Might be fun. Maybe make it a little bit more interactive than just drawing what they tell me to. You know, I'm a bit of a rebel like that. Yeah. And it's kind of fun. It looks like a pencil drawing. Like I could see this being on like some random like printer paper I would have drawn in middle school, perhaps. Very hard to see, or very hard to draw. I'm not sure what I'm looking at because there's no way for me to look at the profile picture very well, so you'll have to tell me what it is, or whoever's next. I think Austin might be next if Austin is still among us. Okay, and then how does that work? Like the head, the bangs, they appear to kind of flick out as well. Let me go ahead and get rid of the ear that you can't really see anymore. So he doesn't have an ear drawn on his freaking hair. Get rid of some of the construction lines ish, or at least try to lighten them up. Hard to erase in this. I guess they kind of expect you to like paint, so you don't really gotta erase. What if we try a 2H pencil? I think those are harder. Okay. So it kind of goes like this, maybe. Why is it so soft? Is this harder? Yes, that is harder. That's what I want. Okay, alright. Sure. He's got a bit of like an ascot or a scarf, however you would call it. No, no, that didn't do it. I tried to correct the line and I failed. All right. Cool. All right. Let's go back to 2B. And we're just gonna have to sketch this out because I'm taking too long. Let's get his like purple leather jacket doohickey on him. Let's fully clothe this man. Hmm. Cool. Yeah, I hope the game is playing some kind of music in the background. Please tell me it's playing some music. Maybe. I don't think it is. Oh no. All right. Maybe let's zoom out some so we can see the masterpiece, as everyone will call it. Get the folds of the leather jacket in, and his broken looking arm. Yeah. Maybe we'll put one more spike that way. I'm not sure. It looks like he has some kind of like air spikes that come down. I only have one angle to look at it from, so might not be the most accurate looking character. Okay, yeah. Speaking of masterpiece, you see the new F and L list? Forbidden Limited list? No, I haven't. What is it, dog? Tell me. Tell me your Forbidden and Limited list. Yeah, I haven't looked at it. I haven't played Master Duel or anything in a while. I'm a phony. I'm a fake Yu-Gi-Oh fan. Okay, sent you my profile pic on Discord so you get the silliness I was implying. Okay. I'm ready to accept the silly. I mean, I could try. We have colors to use. Okay. How bad is the Forbidden and Limited list? Don't mind sharing the deeds. Do I even want to know? Difficult to draw, but it might be easy to paint. I wish there was colored pencils in this. I could just maybe do a colored pencil drawing for this. I feel like you need some color to them. I don't know. Maybe we could just add some shading and we call it a day. You could say the light's hitting him head on, so oops. Actually, you know what, that works. It's quite a solid list. Masterpiece, the true Draco slaying Chad is back. Monkey Boy is at 3, really? But does it really work still though? Like the game is so fast. The game is so fast, like old pendulum stuff feels like it doesn't work anymore. But could be wrong. Okay, alright. We will call it here for our anime protagonist. Alright. Good enough. I will save it to gallery, even though it's probably gonna delete it again, I guess. Okay, alright, maybe we don't put a frame around it. I don't know. What kind of frames we got here? Oh, ooh, that's fancy right there. It's perfect. It looks very like scrunched up, grunkly. Yep, that's maybe let's just put a black border around it, perhaps. Ooh, we got a little bit of color to it. Sure, we'll save it. The gallery. Yeah, I mean, I still have my Performapal Odd Eyes Magician deck in real life, so definitely didn't know you were such a good artist. Oh yes, it's really great. Stinks. Oh god, I have to reset my Twitch. Live feed is not up to date. There we go. Thanks. It's hard to draw with the Art Academy and get it right. All right, let's do another lesson, I guess. Lesson 3, we get to draw a tree, or paint it more like it. Oh boy. Yeah, I would be interested in, like, you know, adding those cards to my deck, but I don't know if I'd be able to keep up with the meta, you know? Like, we think having 3 copies of Skull Crobat Joker, I think is his name, and, you know, 3 copies of the other stuff is gonna fix the deck, but I don't know. Konami kind of shot before, pendulums years ago. For this, I'll give you a canvas already colored with a wash of pale green. Artists often like to paint on a canvas all over with one color before they start. This base layer is called a tone ground. We're all learning new things. Tone ground. It can save you from filling in big areas later. Make it so they're playable. I would love if they were playable again. I would love it if they were. I'll have to see if the ban list on Master Duel is okay. Or it can give a particular character to the whole painting, bringing it together. Let's have a sneak peek beforehand at what we're going to paint. Okay, we're gonna paint a tree. Oh my god, it's a tree, guys. It could be a shrub. I like to do a titanium white layer on my canvas, just like my boy Bob Ross. Yes. God, I wanna draw some Bob Ross on stream, but I'm gonna get shot. I'm gonna get shot by the copyright police. Man, God. Do you think Bob Ross could comprehend the man-made abominations that are being created now? Like, do you think he could comprehend that, like, one day in the future some 3D VTuber model would be drawing in a handheld of like one of his tutorials? I don't know where I'm going. Anyway, maybe we could do that later. Might have to look that up. Is it copyrighted? AI overview is unavailable. Okay, thanks a lot. Yeah, it is copyrighted as a collective work under the United States blah blah blah. So yeah, I don't think we could do it. I don't think we'd be allowed to. I'll just have to do it in my free time and giggle about it. Okay, we're gonna have a pointy HB pencil, and we're gonna sketch out, I'm assuming we're gonna sketch out the outline of the tree. We need the pencil first because we want to sketch out the underdrawing. A underdrawing is a simple drawing that helps plan the painting out. We should start with a line from the ground so the tree has a place to grow. He may not be able to comprehend it, but I think he would support it because his whole thing is everyone should get to enjoy art. True. The copyright police probably say otherwise. In whatever medium. We should start with a line on the ground so the tree has a place to grow. Next, I'll do the trunk. That's a trunk if I've ever seen one. I'll draw it with a graceful curve to it. I don't want it to be too straight and lifeless. Yeah, all those straight trees out there, you're lifeless. Be gay. Is on a 24-hour Twitch stream of his shows. I'm assuming those are official. That's officially their account posting those, probably. Okay. And then we're gonna do some squigglies that go out from it. Likewise, for branches, I'll start at the trunk and draw them outward. Try to think about the tree's structure as you work. Imagine how a tree would grow. It's almost like a firework going off in slow motion, so he's... What? So slow we can't see it moving. Trunk is like the... Okay, you've lost me. You've lost me. Victor, or whatever the hell your name is. Shooting up and exploding into branches and leaves. Yeah, make your own little happy accidents. It's very wholesome. Alright, so we got the pencil selected. So it wants us to draw a relatively straightish line across. I'm achieving this by trying to keep my arm straight as I rotate. Yes. Okay, there we go. He wants us to do a little squiggly. One second, I gotta answer a message. Okay, alright, I had to send a message about food. Sorry about that. Very unprofessional. Bob Ross would have never done that. Alright. Okay, we got a nice... Okay, that's not nice. Why is there not an undo tool? No. That happy accident didn't happen. Okay. Alright. And then we just do little skibbities, you know? Okay, yeah, that's... Why doesn't mine look like that? Okay, alright, good enough, dog. I probably wasn't meant to go that high up on the screen. We're probably gonna have clouds or something, and it might look a little off, but we're gonna continue the lesson. Alright, how'd it go? Were you able to imagine the tree growing as you drew it? Not really. Understanding how the tree structure works will help you make your drawing convincing. Always good to try to see the movement in everything you draw and paint. I don't know. I don't mean that trees physically move around everywhere. Oh god. That is a man-made horror beyond my comprehension. At least I don't think they do. But when you draw a lot, you discover that all things are made of lines and shapes. Yes, you're right. They appear to move and flow in a certain direction. Once you've understood that, you will find it easier to capture the object's true essence. Yes, a very artsy term. Even when we draw a plant from our imagination, we can try to imagine how it draws, how it grows. We can use that to influence its shape and character in the drawing. Next, we need to sketch it in the leaves. Yes, yes. Remember, in the first lesson, I'll talk about not having to draw everything that's here. It would take far too long to draw individual leaves. Yes, we just want to draw the silhouette of it. For now, we can just imagine the clumps as round balls or balloons. Later, we'll make them look leafy, but for an underdrawing, a balloon tree is fine. Here we go. Remember the firework and analogy? Do you remember that? It's still useful here. It's still useful. Okay, alright. Yeah, that does look nice. I assure you, once I start doing that, it's not gonna look so perfect like Vince's. Alright, now it's your turn. Try to position the clumps in a way that feels natural. Okay. Yeah, I really wish I could, like, bring it down. Is there any tools for that? For, like, dragging the image down. Drag that image down, babe. Drag that image down. Pistol packing image. Oh, God. Okay. Okay, we're gonna do something like that. Got a rubber axe, or we're showing movement. Okay. Okay. That looks good. Exactly as he drew it. Alright, 1 second. I'm gonna go to the be right back screen. And I'll be right back. Okay, we back. Sorry about that. The audio's audioing. Okay, we're cool. Might hear some background noises. Alright, well done. We finished our underdrawing now, so we won't use pencils anymore. Alright, we're gonna continue to the next step. In stage 2, it's time to switch to painting. You might expect to paint the trunk first, but in fact, I want to start with the leaves. Okay. Doing the leaves first will stop the green from getting too mixed up with the brown. All right. It shows us where the trunk begins. Let's put some green paint on a flat brush to start off. All right, a medium flat brush with a lime green. Okay. Cool, we did it, chat. Now to start painting in the leaves. All right, it looks best if it's not too tidy. So we're just gonna be messy with it. Okay. Man, look at him go. Now to start painting in the leaves. Yeah. Still painting. He thought about it for a second there. And since I have green paint, I may as well paint in the ground too. Okay. Yeah, I'm looking forward to the painting lessons because I'm not great at painting IRL. Alright, oh god. Every time I get brought back, every time I think I'm done, he brings me right back in. Alright. Okay, it's a lot bigger than the other one. Let's try and get a little small round brush so we can get that leg in there. Okay. Okay, and then we can get a bit of a light gray. Oh, I can't mix colors in this. Darn. Okay. Alright, let's reset to where we're actually supposed to be. And then we'll let Vince talk to us. Okay, alright. Push play. Alright, great. We've made a good start on the leaves now. In stage 3, we'll move on to the body of the tree, its trunk, and its branches. We'll switch to a round brush for this, and of course, some brown paint. I think you got the hang of picking tools by now, so I'll just leave you to it. Okay. You know I got this on lockdown. Okay. The round brush is better for painting finer marks. As you paint, remember how the tree grows from the ground up. From the ground up as he goes from the tree down to the ground. Yes, I envy some of those lines he's using. Very nice. Okay. Be careful when painting the branches in between the leaves. Okay. Yeah, the branches that you can't really see that well. Oh god. God, I wish there was an undo. Okay, yeah. Alright, and then one important thing you gotta remember when you do an art is that every piece has its ugly phase where you'll just hate it. You won't like any bit of it. And you'll want to get at least a restraining order between you and the drawing, but you just gotta keep going. And maybe, just maybe, you'll make art that you enjoy. I want to kind of get maybe like a finer brush just to make a little bit finer branches. And this isn't necessary, but he might tell us to do it later, so we'll just be kind of jumping ahead a bit. Okay. Alright, reset to where we should be, and we'll let him continue his lesson. We finished painting the tree's basic shapes now. Yes, now it's time to stage 4. Stage 4 will add more volume to the tree with darker areas of shade. Let's start with leaves again. Remember the apple lesson? Imagine that the light is falling from that direction again. If we do, we can start to imagine our leaf clumps as fuzzy spears like these. Well, we'll need some dark green paint for the shadows. Okay, gonna grab a flat brush and select the dark green. Now I'm going to add some shadowy areas to my leaf clumps. Remember, it's easier to imagine the groups of fluffy spears like this. Yes, 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 quite nice. Here we are. Just imagine the light falling on broken fuzzy surfaces. So we'll come in. We already have the dark green selected, and we'll just try to give some volume and shape to this other parts of it. Gonna make it seem like this is under this one, so it's gonna be a little bit darker. Okay. Okay. All right, something like that is fine, I think. Add a little bit of lighter areas. Oh, it's actually as small as the brush can get. Let's go to the round brush. Just try to add in some finer, little shadowy areas. Okay, all right, good enough. Let's go to the flat brush and continue the lesson. Next, we can do the same for the trunk and the branches. This time, imagine how the light would fall on a collection of tubes like these. We'll need a small round brush for this, yes. I hope you guys at home, you're learning this amazingness. It's best to try and keep this slightly loose and expressive. Yes. I'm gonna skip. Because that's how we do it here. I'm teaching my own lessons. Gonna try and add some dark brown to the undersides of these branches, yes. I just wish maybe it wasn't so dark. Like there's such a strong contrast between this dark colors that we've been using for like the leaves and the branches and the base color. All right, something like this perhaps. And this is under branches, so we're gonna just add in all dark. As the leaves are casting a shadow on the branches. All right. Okay. All right. Let's hit that and continue lesson. That's a really long lesson. How long have we been live? We've been live for almost 2 hours. Wow. Okay. Stage 5 of 6. Grass. Did you know grass exists? And the smell you smell after grass is it has been cut. It's them screaming for help. Did you know? All right, that might not be exactly true. There are some extra touches we can do to make this picture even better. We can add apples to it. First, let's get some dark green paint. Yes, are we gonna finally add in some oh shit, I forgot to paint the grass earlier. Whoopsie. Uh-oh. Chat, I may have forgotten a step. Darker texture on the ground will give the impression of grass. Yes. As before, concentrate on the form and the movement before. Yes, yes. Mm-hmm. I think it's important to add in the shade, but like, or the grassy shape to it. But shouldn't we also be adding in like the shadow, the drop shadow from the tree as well? Probably. All right. I do need to add in the grass that I neglected to do earlier. That might cover up a bit of our. Oops. Might cover up a bit of our tree that we worked on. So big oopsie on that. Okay. And maybe, you know, it'll help mask the shame I feel. All right. Got these big brushes. They don't hold a lot of paint in them. That's one of the things you will learn whenever you do this for yourself. If you ever get the Art Academy game for the DS, is that whenever you're painting, you actually, oops, I'm gonna have to erase that. Is there a way to erase that? I don't think so. Maybe the grass has grown up a little bit over there. But you know, it'll where was I? The brush will actually run out of paint as you're going. Yeah, but I'm gonna ignore lessons and add in little shadow. We have the light kind of coming from like up to the top, so possibly have it come down like this, perhaps. I didn't lay out the best shadow, but I think it'd be something like this, like just trying to block out this area. I don't know. The real artists in the chat will let me know. Let's maybe make the brush a little smaller. And just like the example that Vince gave us, I'm kind of gonna have to half-ass it because placing a lot of these lines everywhere is kind of tedious. We have like a light color. We could add in some highlights, perhaps, where the sun's rays have shined across the ground. I don't know. But we could kind of fix up our Among Us's axe a little bit. That's kind of nice. And then grab this light brush, kind of add some stuff to it, some smut. All right. I don't have an option for any like dark red, so I can't really shade him in a little bit. So we could do some hatching to imply that there's dark color here. Can I? No, I can't. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. Good enough. Let's go ahead and get to the next lesson. It would be nice if it did play like a little animation of your draw progress between like stages. That'd be kind of neat to look at. Stage 6 of 6, the final touches. In stage 6, we will crown the painting with some splashes of color. How about spicing it up with some colorful fruit? Yes. I think we should use red paint for this. Yes, probably should use red paint for red apples, I would imagine. Let's continue the lesson. Now we draw the apples, not too many. It looks nicer with a few as a suggestion. Just a few. Okay. Alright. Ready to try that now? Just sprinkle around a few dabs. Fucking do it. I dare you. Alright, let's maybe have one like hanging off slightly. And I'm gonna try to make it kind of be like towards the bottom of the leaves because the apples are hanging. They're hanging fruit, you know? Might look better, who knows? And if we wanted to get really crazy, we could try to draw in some like leaves. As like on the stem. I don't know if it's even necessary. On these branches it might look nice, possibly. All right, there we go. Perfect. Just like it was intended to look. Since the fruit looks so good, maybe we should liven it up with some flowers. Yo, flower time. Let's try the yellow paint for this. They will be daffodils or maybe dandelions. Oh yes, wow. There, we got some yellow. We'll continue the lesson. As with apples, I won't paint the flower shapes, only suggestion of them. Yes. As with the apples, I won't paint. Yeah. That looks good. Ready to try it. Maybe. I kind of already used a bit of yellow earlier on trying to make like it look like the sun rays are coming down, you know. But I guess we could just put little splotches, perhaps. I don't know if I really like this, but we'll do it. I'm kind of like drawing like bunched up in some areas, perhaps. I don't know. I'm not digging the suggestion of a dandelion too well, you know. And I don't have a dark yellow. I don't have an orange, so we won't put any over in the shaded area. It's so shady you can't even see the dandelions. All right, yep, that's it, baby boy, bro. We finish it. We out here finishing art. We've finished the final touches now. Well done. This lesson has given you a good idea of structure. Yes. Let's have a look back at how it was done. We began with underdrawing. Yep. Then we built up the layers, learning the movement and flow of all things. This let us see a tree as a thing that grows and changes, not a static object. Next, we thought about the direction of the light, and we used this to add shading. After that, it was time for details, such as some grass texture. Can somebody get to QA and tell them that the grass textures are not loading in? You've done very well so far. I think we're ready to work on whatever's next. All right, let's click next. Oh wow, we get to draw a pair. Ain't that crazy? Ripperoni. All right, I guess let's go back to image and save it. I mean, honestly, I kind of do. I like it. I was very not liking it early on, but I do think it turned out very well, and I think I've grown where I don't want to chop it down. It doesn't look that bad. We just paint red real quick so I can see the full image. Like, yeah, that doesn't look so bad. I kind of dig it. It would be kind of nice if we had some blue in the back, you know, maybe some cobalt blue background, like more of a scene. But let's, I guess we have to save it to the gallery. This time we're gonna actually frame it, even though it's not the best. It's not the best, but we're gonna frame it. Saving to gallery. All right, we finished it. All right, I'm gonna quit. I'm dropping out of art school to become a VTuber. Damn it. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? It corrupted all of the save data. Darn it. Finished. It's still corrupted. I think I have to restart it. 1 second. Let's be right back while I have to reset. Darn it. Dang, why didn't it save properly? At least save the story progress, but not the drawings I did earlier. I guess, you know, there's still evidence I did draw it in the VOD. Alright, we'll create a new image. Okay. Gonna use a pencil to mark where the bottom of the screen is so I can see it easy. Let's see. Let's, I guess, maybe try. I'll try to paint something from life, but I don't know what. Let me see if there's anything in my drawers of the desk that I could paint or draw and have it look somewhat okay. Maybe this? Possibly? I don't know. Oops. Flipping and sliding. The thing I'm trying to draw. Alright, let me close my desk. Y'all got some free ASMR of me opening my desk. Congrats on that. Alright. You guys won't be able to see what I'm drawing until it's done, and you'll have to just trust me that it's right. Hopefully I can draw it right. I don't know. But we're just gonna do the under drawing. We can put the head. I'm just gonna block out the shape real quick. Okay. I think it even has a feature where you can take a picture of something and use it as a reference on the screen. But we won't be doing that. Turn around. Okay. One leg here. Okay, and then we got a tail that's kind of cut off that you can't see too well. Okay, all right, we got, let's do this. Why does it keep blinking? Why is it doing that? Am I hitting a button? I don't know. All right. Maybe that wasn't really necessary. I'm trying. I'm gonna try to draw or paint this pin that I have. Pin as in like something you wear, not like what you draw with. Okay. Let's I don't remember exactly where I got this, but I've had it for a while. Okay. And then we got kind of like the bottom part of the jaw. Okay. Maybe let's get the construction lines off so that I can actually see what I'm drawing. All right, we do need to draw the ears as well. Oops. A little too high up. Let's get the eraser tool. Because there's no undo. There's no undo. The only way to undo is if you delete everything in your drawing. Supposed to be the meme of what do you got there? A knife? And then the person yells no. Classic meme. Classic memeage. Okay. Go that way. We got a nice clean line. We do have some paw markings here. All right, now I guess we'll try to paint it. I wish there were like a way to do like separate layers. Oops, that wasn't supposed to happen. I guess erase that before we begin. Press the button to begin. Okay, we'll switch to paint. Oh boy. Okay. So the biggest part of it is the orange splotches, but maybe we should try and get down like a background color. Get that big flat brush. Oh boy. Is there a way to put more? No, I can't put any more. normally, if you were using an art program, you would have the like background layer and the whatever you're trying to draw on separate layers so that you can do a background without having to do this. But you know, can't currently. Let's grab a orange. This a little bit more brownish maybe. Grab that. And then maybe add some black to it. Okay, maybe not that dark actually. How do we delete splotches? I don't know. Okay, you hit that button to delete it. Okay. Let's add some white to it. And maybe some more orange. And I think I have the right color. It's almost the exact same fucking color. Oh no. Alright. Where is my reference? There's my reference. It's kind of like a peach color. Okay. Yeah, this curse ain't it. Alright. We'll try to make it look better once we get all the like flat colors down. Alright, and then we got the ears we need to worry about, so we're gonna maybe grab like a small round brush. Okay, and then small brownish. Baby. Okay, there we go. That works. Okay. Let's get the nose or the eyes on there. These very like soulless looking eyes. I think they're relatively the same size, probably. And then we got white, which is about what we already have, but yeah, a little bit. Yeah, it is a bit brighter. Yes, perfect. Amazing. Oh my god. Okay, alright, I gotta remind myself everything has an ugly phase. Even me. But we're gonna get through it. Alright, we're gonna get through it together. We're gonna draw this little meme dog as a knife. Oh god, it's getting worse. And then it has like pinkish color. Oops, that wasn't supposed to happen. But we'll just keep going. Keep it going. Okay, alright. I think we will still do like some line art because there is line art on this as well. And it's kind of cheat code for painting. You just put in a bunch of free little line arts and then bam. The little chicken scratch that you're painting looks perfect. Okay, that's kind of like proof of concept, but you do need a brown. That's brownish, yeah. For the Nerf sword handle. And we maybe grab a make that white again. Make gray matter. Okay, let's grab a bigger brush. Okay. Shit. I think the line art may have made it worse. Yeah, that's gonna have to do. Yikes. The popper of much danger, yes. That is correct. Oh boy. Oops. I accidentally left a black splotch. Let's cover that up. That's a good thing with paint. And incidents the government do is you can always cover it up. Let's save to gallery. Even though apparently that's not working for some reason. Maybe the cartridge isn't in there properly. Maybe there's no free space. Alright, let's quit. Might just do another free paint, perhaps. Perhaps. New. Okay, we're gonna start with this empty one. And we're gonna draw a scene. Oops, no, don't switch to paint. My bad. Let's do this. Try to block out the shape. What I want to do, I'm just gonna chill and sketch since it's already pretty late in the stream. So, how's everybody doing? Getting close to like lunch slash dinner time for me. This is why we're kind of, I guess, phoning it in. Sure. Okay, that's good. Okay. Draw the torso area. Oh, I didn't realize it was that close to the bottom of the screen. No. Oh no. Alright, we draw like a hiding line here. And just blocking out the shapes currently. Not drawing anything scandalous, we're just blocking out the shapes. Kind of move it around so we can see it a little bit better. Oh, way to get back on top. Hey. I've gotten so much better thanks to this drawing program and its amazing lessons. Okay. So move the perspective a little upwards. Draw the horns. I don't know if I'm really digging it. I was wanting to draw her like laying on her side with like her hand like resting on her head, like that type of pose, but I kind of underestimated how much space I have. So we're just gonna not worry about it. Her arms are to her side. This right here, that's part of the arm. Alright. Alright, maybe we don't need those lines anymore. Wearing a dress. Oops, maybe that's not the best way to draw the dress. Alright, she's got bandages on because that's what it's supposed to be on my character's outfit. Alright. Maybe we could try and paint it. I don't know. We could try and paint it. I don't I don't think it's gonna turn out, but we can give it a shot. We'll give the dress a chance. Give it maybe a lighter shade of gray, because it's supposed to be a black dress, but I want to be able to make sure I got everything right. Okay, yeah, that's the dress. Has like a little arm strap. And we could start grabbing the red, but that's somewhere. I don't know where. Maybe here. It's a bit of a lighter shade of red for the skin tone. All right, let's zoom in. We'll see if I just ruin the drawing. I don't know. Hasn't shown me how to paint like more complex things like a human figure yet. I'm kind of just working with what I got so far. Let's get that ear. And the horn. Okay, good enough-ish. All right, let's grab some green for the hair and drag this over here. I think that's maybe a more accurate shade of green. I don't know. Can I get some more paint on the brush? No. Darn it. Okay. I might ruin the drawing trying to turn it into a painting. I don't know. Let's grab this and add a little bit of black to it. Maybe we'll try to do it with like a darker red as like that line art. Also hard because I don't remember exactly where all the lines were, since we don't have access to the sketch layer. Kind of have to just guesstimate where everything was. Okay. Let's hmm. Let's try to get the eye. Okay. That's an eye for sure. Nobody can take that away from me. Alright. We got kind of like goldish eyes. Maybe some red in there, perhaps? I don't know. Who knows how to mix colors? Not me. Alright, let's add some light gray. Grab black. Sure, that works. I don't know. Is this coming out, guys? I am unsure. Alright, that's outline. Some of this might just have to be like suggestions of what it looks like. So it probably doesn't matter too much. There's no one here right now, so I can do whatever. I can do whatever. Let's maybe get a darker green. I don't. I shouldn't have done that. It's fine. I can fix it later. Okay, good enough. I think the face has been kind of fixed. Maybe let's make the lips like a dark red. Oh god, that ain't it. Oh boy. I don't recall exactly how I made the color last time. Why you don't overwrite your previous colors. Darker red to it. Are there any smaller brushes? No. right, good enough. Let's switch to black and fix that eye again. Okay, not like that. Oops. Something like that. That's the color. Okay, let's zoom out. You need to start laying in the color for the dress. And then I'll just deal with the leg part later. Try and be a little bit loose with how the color goes down. Okay, you can, I guess, go ahead and just start laying in like line art on top of it to try and fix the shapes. Let's grab this, add some white to it. Kind of want to try and blend that together, you know? Such a big contrast between like this lighter gray and then this dark gray. Mm. I don't know. Does this look okay, chat? I don't honestly know. Alright, let's try and get the like leg wraps kind of figured out. Make them slightly. No. I think we'll just stick to like light gray. Brush. Get a medium flat brush. Okay, this might have been a little dark. Alright, and we're gonna grab darker version of it. Grab a medium. Eh. Okay. Hmm. All right. I think we also need to do black line art around the nose. Oh god, why did that splotch like that, dude? Why are you splotching? Stop it. Uh okay. A thin brush, we got a black. Let's try and gently. All right. Let's add some darker shades to the eyes. Like this, and then maybe like a splotch of white. Add more red. Okay. No, not liking it. Want to get fancy, we could add in some like white highlights. Anime styles do. I remember picking this up from like the Yu-Gi-Oh's art style. Okay, let's zoom out. Let's maybe try and add like a highlight to some areas. That could work. Okay. Let's make darker, I think, and then something like that. Anyway, I think we're probably gonna start wrapping up. Probably would be a good idea. I really wish pressure sensitivity was a thing, you know. Let's add in a purple background. Why not? Maybe a lighter shade red in there. Ooh. Yeah, that's nice. All right, let's try and splotch it in. Okay. I can. I'm gonna try and get like a yellow heart. Yeah, that works. Maybe put a white outline around it. Okay, and then we're gonna try and clean up the outline around my character. At least in some areas, it's a little wonky. All right, can we write coherently? Yeah, that's gonna be it, probably. I don't know. I pencil it in a little better, but it's not turning out like I want, probably. All right, well, I think we're good. I try to add in a little highlights here and there. Okay, yeah. All right, well, I think we'll probably call it here. Why don't we? After I fix this one part I just fucked up. All right, coolio. All right. Hope y'all enjoyed. I had fun drawing. It was pretty fun. It was good fun. And if you enjoyed, hit the like button, subscribe if you're new and whatnot. Maybe we'll do some drawing like party games again. Would be fun. And I'll see you all again next time. Bye bye.